Hi guys, it's Jess from Honest Fiction and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing my December TBR. Alright guys, so let me start by saying I am sick. So I just finished filming my November wrap-up and my voice has just been through it. So I apologize in advance. I have tea on the side that I'm going to be taking as I'm filming this. So hopefully my voice doesn't get any raspier, but that is why I sound the way that I do. So I apologize for that. But anyway, I have like 10 or 11 books on this list. There are a decent amount of Christmas romances, and I'm going to save those for the end. But overall, I am so excited to talk about these books. Now, if you're unfamiliar with my channel, I post new videos every Thursday and Sunday. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. You can also hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I post new bookish content. You can also check out my Instagram and Goodreads, both linked down below. With all that out of the way, let's talk about the books I want to read in December. Alright guys, so like all my other TBR videos, I'm going to sort this by genre. So starting off with YA fantasy, we have The Luminaries, and this is by Susan Dennard. So I wanted to read this in November. I didn't get a chance to. I ended up picking up this hardback on Black Friday, and I am very much looking forward to reading this. This is following Winnie, and Winnie wants nothing more than to join the Luminaries, which is the society that protects her community against these nightmarish monsters. Now, besides the fact that Winnie just wants to help fight and protect her town, she also wants to join the Luminaries because her father has recently been discovered for being a witch. So he was shunned out of the community. So Winnie hopes that by joining this society, she can restore her family's good name. And it just sounds so good. I will say, I didn't realize how short this book was. I could probably read this in one sitting, but I've heard nothing but good things about the story. And it sounds amazing. So I am very much looking forward to reading this in December. And next up for fantasy romance, I really want to read A Curse of Shadows and Thorns by L.J. Andrews, I believe. So I actually saw a negative review that said this is like From Blood Nash, but add Vikings. So despite the fact that that was a 1-star review, it really made me want to pick up the series more, just because From Blood Nash is one of my favorite series of all time. And I'm also obsessed with The Last Kingdom on Netflix. If you have not watched it, you should. So I just feel like From Blood Nash with Vikings is going to be excellent. So from what I gathered of the story, we are following this girl whose uncle has stolen a Fae relic. So now he's really in charge of this grouping of people. And he wants his niece to marry whoever he chooses. And if she doesn't, he has threatened to kill her father. So she is like, agrees to the marriage. However, when she is sailing to her betrothed, something happens. She's able to escape. And it's her story. So I don't know very much about this, but it just sounds really fun. I had this book on my TBR for a while, and I just found out that the audio has been released. So I will definitely be reading this very early into December. Alright guys, so moving into romance, first up I will definitely be reading After by Todd. I have had this series on my TBR forever. However, it is new adult. I believe it's set in college, and I typically rate new adult romances kind of low. And also, I just see such mixed reviews, so I've always been really afraid to pick it up. But McKay, Cheyenne, and Nikki are hosting a read-along for this series. I will leave their channels linked down below, as well as all the info for the read-along. I believe the first live show is December 1st. And I cannot wait to pick up this series. I just want to know if it's worth all of the hype, and it should be really fun. So that is definitely a book I will be reading in December. And next up, we have Forget Me Not by Q.B Tyler. So I just read Love Unexpected by Q.B Tyler. That was my first Q.B Tyler book, and I really enjoyed it. And I also just finished Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan, which is a second chance romance. So I feel now is a perfect time to pick up Forget Me Not. This is a marriage in trouble, second chance romance. I believe it's Jess from Peace Love Books' like favorite book. So this should be really good. I have really high expectations. I think it's going to be amazing. So I'm so excited to pick this up. All right, so continuing with emotional reads, we have For Lucy by Jewell E. Ann. I believe this is the Hello Lovely special edition. And I've seen a few people reading this and really enjoying it. I did look up the trigger warnings, and it does have some topics that I'm not necessarily comfortable with reading about. But because I got through Before I Let Go, and it's one of my favorite books of the year, I feel like I will be okay reading this. And if not, I'll DNF it. But this is following this man ends up meeting this girl who's supposed to be on a blind date. They end up hitting it off. They get married. Something horrible happens, and then he has to watch her fall in love with another guy. So I am very curious to see how I feel about this book. But I've been in the mood for like emotional reads lately, so I think I'll really enjoy it. And next up in romance, we have The Redemption by Nikki Sloane. So I read the first 3 books in the Filthy Rich American series by Nikki Sloane in a new to me author vlog that I will leave in the cards and the description. This is the 4th book. This is McAllister's story. I need to know what happens. I'm obsessed with this story. It is just rich people, angsty drama at its finest. And it's so addicting. And McAllister is oddly one of my favorite characters. Not really sure what that says about me, but I really want to see him get his HEA, so I cannot wait to pick this up. All right, so moving into Christmas romances. First up, please drop your favorite spicy Christmas romances down below. I didn't know spicy Christmas was a thing, so I've been reading a lot of like rom-com type Christmas romances, but I like them spicier. So please leave the recommendations down in the comments. So first up we have There's Something About Mary, and this is by Cody Hall. So this is the cover book pick for December for Tori and Sam's reading group. So I will leave both their channels plus the info linked down in the description below. But I read Nick and Noelle's Christmas playlist last year by Cody Hall, and I really enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite Christmas romances of last year. So if this is anything like that, I think I'm really going to enjoy it. This, I believe the love interest is a single dad, and that gets me like every time. And then the main character works at her family's Christmas tree farm. So this should be really fun, and I cannot wait to pick it up. And next up we have Gifting Me to His Best Friend. So this is by Katee Robert. It is from her Touch of Taboo series. I know nothing about this book. However, it is by Katee Robert, so I know it is going to be pretty smut heavy. And also, if I Google spicy Christmas romance, this is the first one that pops up on like 5 different websites. So I'm assuming it's going to be good. Either way, it seems like a really short read and a nice way to intro into spicy romance. So I'm very excited to check this out. Hopefully it's good. And last up, I actually had to bring my computer out because there was no way I was going to remember all these titles. I want to read Willa Nash's Holiday Brothers series. So first up we have The Naughty, the Nice, and the Nanny. And then 3 Bells, 2 Beaux, and 1 Brother's Best Friend. And last up, A Partridge and a Pregnancy. So I really enjoy Willa Nash's writing. Willa Nash is Demi Perry's pen name. And I think I've rated every single book I've read from her over 4 stars. So I'm assuming these are going to be really good. They're probably my most anticipated Christmas romances I'm going to read this year. And I just cannot wait. Alright guys, so those are some of the books I plan on reading in December. Please let me know down in the comments below if you are planning on reading any of the books I mentioned. And if you have any recommendations, please leave them in the comments below. Now I said this already, I post new videos every Thursday and Sunday. And if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. I will see you all next week. Bye.